was an up-and-down opening series versus the Rangers. Monday and Wednesday, the A's scored a combined 18 runs as the offense was clicking and starting pitching was unhittable. Yesterday and Tuesday, it was a whole different animal as the green and gold struggled at the plate and their young starters couldn't catch a break. Tonight, the Seattle Mariners come calling to the O.co, and the Athletics better be ready. Their rival from the north are heavy favorites to finish at the top of the division. It's Friday Night Baseball from Oakland as the Mariners and the A's open up a 3-game set, and it's coming up next. Our first weekend of baseball here at the O.co Coliseum. Big Friday night crowd. The giveaway tonight, the Sonny Gray jersey. That one a little extra special. It has Sonny Gray's autograph on it. And our first look at Robinson Cano and the Seattle Mariners. It's the first of a 3-game series starting tonight. It's the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners coming up on Comcast Sportsnet California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Last year, we got a glimpse of Drew Pomeranz and how talented the young man is. And Ray, he made the rotation out of spring training. And boy, wouldn't it be great to have him make 32 starts this year to see just how good he could be in a full season?
Oh, we saw him last year in the bullpen as a starter also. As a matter of fact, his first start came against these Mariners in a spot start, second game of a doubleheader. He was outstanding, and the most important thing, he has stayed out of the stretch. That really helped him and his mechanics pitching exclusively out of the stretch. He has stayed that even in the rotation, which is very special because he knows how to pitch. Great knuckle curveball, good changeup, sneaky fastball, and I agree with you. Give him a lot of starts to see what he can do.
Well, the last couple of years, every time the Mariners were looking to trade for a hitter, the other team always wanted Taijuan Walker, and you know what? The Mariners did not trade him, and I think we're going to find out why tonight. He has a chance to be a special pitcher.
Well, he pitched last year against the A's when Chris Young struggled, but this young man can throw about 97 miles per hour. He's got that great changeup. And you know, when you have a guy named Felix Hernandez that you can watch him pitch, you're going to be pretty good just watching him. And he has watched Felix, but he is a good pitcher. He knows how to pitch. He made his first roster this year, and he's very excited. This is a start tonight. We'll see how he does tonight.
All right, so Walker and Pomeranz, the first of a 3-game series, and also the first of 19 games between these two teams here in the 2015 season. Should be a lot of fun. They're both thinking that they could be the best team in the division, and we'll find out starting tonight. A's Mariners coming up next.
Altena, California, is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. By Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places. And by DraftKings.com. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com with the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Enter promo code SLIDER for free entry.
Drew Pomeranz and the Athletics take the field in the green tops, white pants tonight. First of a 3-game series against the Seattle Mariners. A big crowd tonight. Sunny gray jersey giveaway. And 2 good teams going at it. Game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Boardwalk is open daily March 28th through April 12th. April 12th. Just a couple more days. 64 degrees. Another cool night here at the Coliseum. But great 2 teams that are very much expecting to battle right down to the wire for the division and maybe a wild card. Who knows? The lineup for the Seattle Mariners. Couple new names in there. Ricky Weeks will lead off in left field. Austin Jackson's in center. Then Cano, Cruz, and Seager. A very formidable middle of the order. Justin Ruggiano, Logan Morrison, Mike Zunino, and the shortstop is Willie Bloomquist. There's your Seattle Mariners starting lineup.
And Drew Pomeranz very happy to be in the rotation. He's Cleveland, Colorado. He's come to the Athletics and redefined his basic delivery, and that is pitching out of the stretch exclusively, which he is doing that now as he warms up to start this game. And he's happy to be in the rotation. We mentioned Jesse Chavez, and he revived for the 5th spot, and it was Pomeranz because the versatility, #1 of the pitching of Jesse Chavez. But Drew Pomeranz is exactly where he'd like to be, Cap. I agree with you. 32, 33 starts. Just see what he can do this 2015 season.
Defensively, the A's have Canna in left, Fulton center, Zobrist in right. Laurie, Simeon, Sogard, Davis on the infield. Vogt is behind the plate. That's a good start right there. The hot dog about the same time as first pitch.
Let's see. We'll have to keep our eye on him, see how many hot dogs he has and what other goodies he has before the night is over.
So Pomeranz, as usual, from the stretch. The first pitch of the ball game to Ricky Weeks. Here it is, and it's a fastball high. So we are underway.
First pitch,
Weeks, Jackson, and Cano, the first 3 hitters in the Mariners lineup.
60 degrees at first pitch. That's pretty neat. At least announced by Mike Selleck on the in-house PA.
Touch inside, 2-0 to Weeks.
Now, both starters tonight making their 2015 starting debut, and both probably very, very pumped up. Drew Pomeranz for the Athletics, Taijuan Walker for the Mariners.
Fouled straight back, and the count is 2-1. Mariners had an off day yesterday. There's your umpires. Brian Gorman is the crew chief, and he will call balls and strikes. And Carlson, DeMiro, and Gibson. Mariners lost 2 out of 3 to the Angels at home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then off day yesterday. And of course, the A's split with the Texas Rangers. For Seattle, this is a start of a road trip. They will play 3 here, and then they will go to LA to play the Dodgers Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So a 6-game road trip for Seattle under Lloyd McClendon.
He did a great job last year, a second stint managing with the Pirates, and then went to Detroit with Jim Leland as hitting coach.
Foul territory down the right field line. We will see King Felix on Sunday. He will be making his 2nd start. He's already got a win this year. In fact, he beat the Angels on opening night.
And the A's didn't have to face him opening night. He's pretty consistent for a while. Robinson Cano, his 2nd season with the Mariners, signing a 10-year contract. Even the Yankees. Looks like a pretty good move for Robinson Cano, considering the Yankees situation. They can be good.
Fastball up around the letters. Weeks strikes out, and that's how this ball game gets underway.
Good high fastball from Drew Pomeranz. He really stayed with the heater inside, went upstairs with a fastball, foul, tipped the ball. There's a 4-seam, the grip. Great shot there, guys, because that's the 4-seam fastball A little bit extra on the four-seamer up on the zone, and he swings through it. May have foul tipped it as he looked back to see if Vogt held on, which he did.
Exmo brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Here's Austin Jackson. First pitch curve is low. Jackson 3 for 13 to start the season. The breakdown for Pomeranz. He likes that curve, and it's a good one.
And it's a knuckle curve, which makes it even better. You can see at times, you can see the knuckle extended. Kind of as we talked last year when Pomeranz pitched in the rotation, pitching exclusively out of the stretch. And if you think about relievers coming in and pitching out of the stretch, but for a starter, instead of having the same windup, he can alter his delivery because with nobody on base, it doesn't matter. He can be quick, he can short or slow down. So unlike a pitcher pitching out of the windup with nobody on base, it's pretty consistent. Out of the stretch, you can vary it, do whatever you want. Those guys are happy with Pomeranz, what he did last year and what he did this spring. Nothing against Jesse Chavez. He could have been in the rotation as well, but he's very valuable in the A's bullpen.
Fastball, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the game.
As I mentioned, Pomeranz back in early May, there was a doubleheader against the Mariners due to a rainout early in the season. Spot start in the second game, and he did exactly that. 5 innings, he gave up nothing. 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, didn't walk a batter, 68 pitches in the 5 innings. Ended up winning the game 2-0. That's Seth Smith right there. Seth Smith acquired from the San Diego Padres here in Louisiana, will be platooning in the outfield. See a little groin injury from the opener when he got a couple of 3 hits.
So 0-1 to Robinson Cano. Cano 3 for 12, a couple of doubles and an RBI to start the season. Swing and a miss. 0-2, good fastball early on from Pomeranz, and see the velocity is pretty good, but the placement is just about perfect, right on the outside corner, and then he's elevated as well and got a couple of strikeouts.
Good numbers for Robinson Cano in his first season with the Mariners last year, and of course adding the guy in the on-deck circle, Nelson Cruz, to add to this already very good lineup, especially with Cano there.
There's the curve, and Cano watches it drop low.
As we said last year, Robinson Cano in his first season with the Mariners, he could not wear a beard. Could not have a beard in Yankees because they're clean shaven still.
Cano did not disappoint last year. 14 home runs, 82 RBIs, hit .314. Not quite the power-packed lineup that he was hitting in with the Yankees, but he got a little help this year with Nelson Cruz. He's a terrific hitter.
Back-to-back curveballs. Then surprise going with the fastball on the 2-2. Back outside.
Swing there by Cano.
Well, this is the May 7th against the Mariners here in that second game of the doubleheader. The A's lost the first and came back, and he was outstanding. This was the start for him that he showed basically he could do what he needed to do in the rotation. Actually played there.
2-2 pitch, big curve. Back to Pomeranz, who leaps up to grab it, throws to first, side retired. Couple of strikeouts and a ground out for Pomeranz in the top of the first. Here come the A's in the bottom of the first. Celtics in the bottom of the first. Fold, Canna, Zobrist, Butler, Davis, Laurie, Vogt, Simeon, Sogar.
He is just 22 years young, but a great future for this young man, Taijuan Walker. His first start tonight, as we mentioned, made the opening day roster for the first time in his young career. And both he and Pomerantz drafted in the 2010 draft, one out of high school, Walker, and Pomerantz out of Mississippi State. So there's a difference in 4 years in the age difference, but both very good. And Taijuan Walker, I tell you, Kite, if you can take a fastball at 97 and a curveball at 71, that's pretty good. I mean, you throw that slow of a curveball, he's doing the same thing Pomerantz does. And that's more of a windup. It's not a true stretch that he is in.
But he did not have a spot in the rotation going into spring training. He was fighting for a spot, and he was lights out in spring training. And about halfway through, the Mariners realized that this is our guy. Shot right field, and a nice play by Ruggiano, who was playing shallow. Not an easy play. Rest of the defense for the Seattle Mariners: Weeks, Jackson, Ruggiano in the outfield, Seager, Bloomquist, Cano, Morrison at the infield, with Mike Zunino, the young catcher.
It's not often you see a right fielder with a left-handed hitter play as shallow as Ruggiano did, but he just robbed Sam Full of a base hit. Sinking fast, but he's able to handle it easily.
First pitch to Mark Canna, a little bit low.
See Sonny Gray again tomorrow as Mark Canna gets another start against a right-hander, as he did yesterday against the Texas Rangers in the series finale. Sonny Gray has a similar setup that Walker is playing in tonight's game, but Sonny moves a little bit more, whereas Walker is almost like he's in a stretch. Watch his left foot. He just takes it back just a little bit, so it's not considered a stretch. More of a windup, but a stretch windup. It's just kind of different. But the left foot, but it's like he's pitching out of the stretch, but he has very, very slight movement as he gets ready to pitch.
Keeping a close eye on him.
That off-speed pitch we were showing on our open, split finger fastball that he throws very effectively. Slow curve.
This one's popped up, headed for our booth. Just a little short. His pitch usage from last season. So he's got all four, not afraid to use them. Mark Canna hitting in the 2 spot. In fact, this is game 5, Ray, and there have been 5 different ace players that have hit in the 2 spot in the lineup. This one rolled up the middle. Cano backhands. Tough play. Not in time.
Nobody makes that play better than Robinson Cano because of his style of throwing. I mean, this ball is going into center field. Watch the coverage of Cano on the shortstop side, but flips it underneath. And good hustle by Mark Canna, who calls himself safe, as well as Mark Carlson, the first base umpire. Don't look, just run. And he was running and able to beat it out for an infield hit.
Couple of gold gloves for Robinson Cano. Here's Zobrist. So Canna gets his 5th hit this year.
Well, you're running to first base on an infield hit as Cano flipped it and got a lot on the throw. And Morrison stretching at first. The protection of something that Canna is using flipped off as he was running.
Zobrist 3 for 16 with a home run. Playing in right field tonight. So keep an eye on where Zobrist is playing defensively. Hit high in the air, right center, hit well, and that's over everybody's head. One hops the wall. Canna around third, he's going to score, and Zobrist with a first inning RBI double to give the A's a 1-0 lead.
First inning, and gives Zobrist, as he did opening night, off-speed pitch, pulls the off-speed pitch, and look at the center fielder, Jackson, kind of shading him toward left center, so it enabled Zobrist to get out in front and pull a pitch against the defense a little bit. Canna take off, and as soon as he saw it was landing, kid has pretty good speed, and Mike Gallego, you better plan to be sent if you're running towards Gallego.
So Zobrist gets his third RBI, and here's Billy Butler.
And we talked about yesterday with Graven making his first start, first inning. Had a tough inning. And for the A's against Walker, who is a very good pitcher, making his first start, as Darren Boisier's hitting coach said, he's going to be pumped up and just have to take advantage of it. And maybe this pitch, not exactly where it should have been. It was up a little bit, and Mike Gallego emulating his new bobblehead with that right arm moving. And Mark Canna keeps his feet and able to score from first.
Doing one now to Butler. Butler is 5 for 16 so far with a double. He's got an RBI. Ike Davis waits in the on-deck circle. He's with a run in here in the first. And that one got Brian Gorman pretty good. John.
He's wearing that old style mask with a lot of padding, steel bars, and flipped his mask off a little bit, moved it. He's okay though. He's a veteran. I'm sure he's had a few off the noggin before in his great career as an umpire.
Cano trying to keep Zobrist close. High and foul right side into the second level.
Okay, you know they have statistics on everything. We know there's always something. One, I thought it was interesting that they rated third base coaches, and Mike Gallego was at the top of the list, scoring runners from first base on double, like 63%. So he was the top of all third basemen, all of baseball, not just the American League. As we know, Gags is aggressive, and you run hard, let him do the waving. He is an excellent third base coach. Player at second base, shortstop, now coaching infielders and coaching third.
Three-two pitch, and Butler swings and misses. Oh, was running away from him.
That's the old cutter, and between the change-up, the splitter, cutter. Hey, it's tough to hit. Watch this ball move right at the last instant. It looked like it's a strike on the corner. The cut, though, takes it out of the strike zone and away from the swing of Billy Butler. Not much you can do. The scouting report says he throws it, and he waited until he had 3-2 to display.
So 2 away, and here's Ike Davis. Fastball a little high, 93 miles an hour from Walker. Davis 1 for 9 to start the season. He's also walked 4 times, so that's why the base percentage up there in the early going. He scored 20 runs in that 4-game series against the Texas Rangers. They hit a couple of home runs. These have not stolen a base yet. Casimir got a win in that 4-game series. And a fastball, 93, and it's 1-2. It's kind of an easy delivery by Walker. And he's a big guy. He's 6'4", 235 pounds, just 22 years old, and sort of a slow windup. Ball jumps out of there just a little bit.
He threw a changeup, a very good one, and then came back with a 93 fastball. So he can vary his speeds.
Went up top there with the fastball. So 21 pitch first inning so far. So Shreveport, Louisiana. So Ray mentioned the draft. See, Walker was the 43rd player taken in that 2010 draft. Pomeranz was the 5th. So they got something in common. High draft picks.
One of the difference 43rd and 5th was because Pomeranz is left-handed.
Cash was a little different too, I believe.
Probably. Lefty's always in great demand.
Little flare center field. That's going to fall for a hit. Here comes Zobrist. No throw. 2-0 A's.
Went back to the off-speed pitch, and Ike Davis keeping the weight back, the bat back, and able to just go out and pull it into right center. See a little bit of the chip of the bat coming off, and maybe towards the end of the bat, softly enough that Austin Jackson could not charge it enough to catch it, and Zobrist breaking on contact with 2 outs, able to score easily. 2-out base hit with 2 strikes, nothing better in baseball.
So a couple of runs in on 3 hits for the A's, and here's Brett Lawrie. Cutter in for a strike.
The biggest thing from Brett Lawrie as we continue this season with the scouting reports precede him to the point that they continue to throw off speed. There's a cutter first pitch. And the old saying goes, you prove you can hit it, we'll stop throwing it. It's a good fastball.
So 0-2 to Lawrie. Lawrie 5 for 16. Of his 5 hits, 4 singles, 1 double. Good crowd tonight. Not a sellout, but fairly close. Sunny gray jersey giveaway. Plus it's Friday night, first Friday night home game of the season. And a good Mariners team in town. There's the giveaway. Was signing some autographs today on the jersey.
You were?
Yeah, I was not.
Oh.
Well, I did that one, but signed it R-A-Y-F-O-S-S-E.
Yeah.
2-2 to Lawrie. Short lead by Davis at first. So it was 0-2. That one's 3-2.
One good takes, and that's the always aggressive Brett Lawrie. And he's taken some fastballs, and anytime he takes pitches out of the strike zone, that is pretty special for him because he likes to be aggressive. Mike Zunino's done a great job catching this Mariner staff.
Davis takes off, and the pitch is high. Lawrie walks. 2 on, 2 out for Vogt.
Notice that cut fastball, just not the same aggressiveness that he had thrown to Billy Butler. He kind of pushed it a little bit. Lloyd McClendon, not Rick Waits, is going to be coming out to visit his young pitcher, probably just to say, hey, kid, you're going to be making a lot of starts this year. You got a great career. Don't let this one night mess with your mind. So the A's need to take advantage as much as possible. Pretty good chance this youngster's going to settle down.
So he's given up 3 hits and a walk, 1 strikeout, and 29 pitches.
Remember last September, Chris Young started to struggle. Kyle Walker came in 6 innings and gave up nothing to the Athletics. So he has had success, but that was then in September coming out of the bullpen. This is his first start of this young season.
So here's Vogt. 4 hits, 10 at-bats for Vogt. First pitch is a strike. Remember, Walker got hurt last year and started out the season on the disabled list. Really didn't come back and pitch till about June. There's a shot center field. That's a base hit. Here comes Ike Davis. Jackson's throw to the plate. Late hits the mound. Bounces up over Zunino's head. It's 3-0. The A's lead.
Not hit hard again off off the end of the bat, but just enough, and plays perfectly into center field. And Austin Jackson this time charging it and made it a close play, except the ball does hit the mound to slow it down. No chance to throw it out. Gave us that point, but Austin Jackson can throw, bam, straight up, and that's where you have the pitcher backing up to prevent a couple of extra runners from advancing.
So Tom Wilhelmsen starts to get up and throw. Hayes will take it. Oh. Zobrist is the only ball that was hit hard, but balls are finding the right spot. So 3-0 with Semien, the hitter.
And it started with an out. Great play by Ruggiano, then back-to-back hits, and then another out. And then single with an RBI. Walk, another single RBI.
Inside corner strike, 0-2. Semien is 4 for 13 with a double and 3 RBIs. Walker's gotten ahead of a lot of the hitters. Yeah. He just has not been able to finish them off.
Faced 8 batters, 6 first pitch strikes. Exactly right. And the total pitches 34 with this one coming.
Zunino can't block it, and both the runners will move up second and third.
Just not free and easy. This is a breaking ball that just kept biting and really did not throw it with great conviction. And it seems like the cutter not throwing it well, and the curveball that time not throwing that one very well. There's not much Zunino could do to block it.
So Laurie now at third, Vogt at second. Looking high and foul.
Yeah, from a hitter standpoint, as we saw with Cano, a couple of breaking balls missed, got a fastball, pretty good swing. And as a hitter, you see a pitcher struggle with maybe a curveball and the cutter. You can sit fastball, and even 2-2. Good job protected by Semien on a fastball away.
And he swung at a pitch in the dirt. Quick throw to first, and Morrison got his foot on the backside, retired. Good inning for the A's. They scored 3 times on 4 hits against the youngster Taijuan Walker. So second inning coming up. A's 3, Mariners nothing.
now. The A's offer a variety of ticket plans to fit your schedule, as well as one of the most flexible ticket exchange policies in all of baseball. A's ticket plans provide significant savings off dynamically priced individual game tickets. For more information, call 510-638-GO-A's, or you can visit athletics.com/ticket plans.
Here's Nelson Cruz, the new Seattle Mariner. Cruz with a 4-year, $58 million contract he signed to leave the Orioles and come to the Seattle Mariners.
And as he said, he's familiar with the Western Division, playing with the Rangers for many years. 1 year in Baltimore, signing late with them, and had an excellent season. Mariners wanted to add some right-handed pop in the middle of the lineup, and Cruz back in the Western Division. A little bit cooler though in Seattle than it is in Texas though, summertime. But that's all right. Still pretty nice.
I think I'd rather play a summer of baseball in weather-wise in Seattle than I would in.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. No, I agree 100%. No, that heat's very impressive. I mean, that's really unbearable.
Curve just a bit outside, maybe come around the plate.
Now, up in Seattle, if it's a little bit cool, they can always close the carport. But Ryan Gorman looking to his right, indicating that the ball did come around the plate.
They're high fastball, and the Mariners cannot get to it. This one popped up. Davis has it. Here's our true story, brought to you by McDonald's. The 2014 Mariners finished one game in the Athletics for the second wild card spot. Pitching was terrific. Run differential was good. Struggled a little bit offensively, which that's been an issue for them for quite a while now, and that's one of the reasons they went with the big addition, Nelson Cruz, who led the major leagues in home runs last year. So for a long time they've needed a power hitting right-handed hitter, and they got one to hit between Cano and Seager. So one of the reasons why the Mariners are confident that they're going to get back to the postseason for the first time since 2001. One and one to Kyle Seager.
Also locked up Seager, Cano, of course, the long-term deal, Cruz, King Felix. So they've got several players, just naming four there that they've locked up long-term, going to be there for quite a while.
So it's the core that Mariners are going to build around. But when we talk about those lists you don't want to be on, Ray, of course, the World Series drought list you don't want to be on. One that's not quite as drastic, but still you prefer not to be on it. It's the longest active postseason droughts, and the Toronto Blue Jays are on top. They've gone 21 seasons since going to the postseason, and there are the Mariners second.
Now, for a while the Orioles were there. 87 was their last before they went a couple of years ago. King Felix decided to sign long-term to stay with the Mariners to make sure that he was part of the point in time when they get back to the postseason.
Seager strokes on the left. Canna got a good jump, makes a nice running catch. So Seager's retired, 5 straight retired for Drew Pomeranz to start the game.
Well, like Ruggiano against Fold, this one opposite field, and Mark Canna catching it chest high, not really even have to go to the dive, so played shallow against the left-hander Seager, who has pretty good power the opposite way. Canna showing his speed as he did on the infield hit the bottom of the first inning, and making a very nice play, breaking in immediately on the ball hit to him.
Here's Justin Ruggiano. Ruggiano came over to trade from the Cubs. Getting a chance to play quite a bit against left-handed pitching. I think you may see the Mariners have 2 platoons in the outfield. Ruggiano and Seth Smith in right field, and Weeks and Ackley in left field. Ball away. So 3-0. Mariners looking for their first baseman. First time. Giannos. What's the date today? It says his birthday is April 12th.
It's day after Bob. It's Sunday.
10th.
Yeah.
So he'll be 33 years old on Sunday.
This is called finishing a fastball inside. He missed outside with a couple of fastballs. Stephen Lowe said, let's go inside, get to the finish, and the Brian Gorman caught the inside corner.
Just got a piece of it. Another high fastball at 93 miles an hour.
You know, really, the Mariners kind of like the San Diego Padres, just going all out. Padres, of course, recent getting Kimbrough and Upton from Atlanta, but Seth Smith was traded to Seattle. Luciano and he would be platooning in right field.
High in the air. Right center. And Sanford grabs it. That's 6 up, 6 down to start the game for Drew Pomeranz. So, Ray, what do the first 4 have in common?
Winners?
Postseason.
Postseason, yeah.
Except
Winners?
the Mariners, of course, but they were 1 game out. But the A's, Orioles, Royals, and the Mariners on top just missed by 1 game. Yeah. So, how good this to be.
Yeah.
Big part of the Mariners' pitching success last year was their bullpen. They have a very good bullpen. And it hasn't changed. The same guys are down there for the most part.
I think if you can look every Sunday at the statistics in the past week, and if you're at the top in ERA, that means you're winning. Yep. You're going to win. And the best pitching and defense, and there's the bullpen of the Mariners. And if Farquhar was with the A's about 3 days.
No longer than that.
That's it.
Bloomquist quickly to first on a close play. Sogard's out.
Playwood does such a great job with this field, the grass, the dirt, and that ball seemed to be slowed down a little bit. This grass is normal height, but Bloomquist, the veteran, charging, throwing on the run, and just barely gets the hustling. Eric Sogard, that is a bang-bang play. Good stretch by Morrison. He's had to stretch a little bit at first base already in this young game. Just give me hard 90 feet. You do that, you're beat out a lot, as Canada did to start the first inning.
Top of the order, Sam Fuld, who lined out to the right fielder, leading off the bottom of the first. Orioles and the Angels are playing tonight down in Anaheim. Keep an eye on that one. It's the Royals 1, the Angels nothing in the third inning. Vargas for Kansas City, Santiago for the Angels. A couple of left-handers. Bloomquist can't get this one and folds aboard.
That's how you combat a right fielder playing shallow on you. You just go opposite field hard the way he did. Pitches up, 0-2. Sam Fuld at very minimal stride. This time, really no stride. That's a great piece of hitting, going opposite field, waiting, especially he might get an off-speed pitch.
Canna takes a touch inside. Infield hit for Canna and a run scored in the 3-run first inning for the A's. Canna now 5 for 10. Bob Melvin says ride the hot hand.
Absolutely.
If it was a basketball game, give him the ball.
Steph Curry?
Give him the ball.
What is that, a new record for threes?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
MVP.
Nice young man, and congratulations to the Warriors. Just keep it going.
Belted to left. And that baby's gone. Canada's hot, and the A's lead 5-0.
Probably many home runs for Mark Canna. This time he looked momentarily as he ran down to first base. And if that one, you don't know it's gone, then none's going to go. But Steve Vucevic, you have your work cut out for you, because that ball is amongst the fans in left field. His first major league home run. And Keife was telling us a couple of nights ago, he and Tyler Leydendorf, about his swing. He said, I just swing hard. Well, he swung hard on a 2-0 fastball, and a no-doubter left the yard quickly.
So here's Zobrist.
You know, he looked like he was angry when he crossed the plate coming back to the dugout. You know, slamming hands.
Angry and happy kind of.
Yeah, I hope so. He's the happy side. But you got to be like that when you get angry and hit a bunch. I'd love to see him angry. The ball was crushed. He is strong. We saw in spring training he has continued in this regular season.
Canada now has 6 RBIs.
Well, we saw the Texas Rangers yesterday score 3 in the first inning, and manageable. But then all of a sudden a 2-run home run. And that's exactly what the A's have done tonight. 3 in the first and 2 in this second inning. And just watch this swing. Listen to the crack. Crushed. Don't look, man. That's gone. He put everything into it. A 2-0 fastball. He loaded early and swung hard, and it was crushed. Into the seats. Wow.
So here's Butler, who struck out swinging in the first inning.
Ball went to the walkway.
6 for 11 with 6 RBIs to start the season. Butler off the end of the bat, the shallow right, and Cano basket catch. Side retired. Mark Canna has put on a show in the first week of this season. His first major league home run. Check it out.
the #1 app for live baseball. That is up to the moment, at any moment, with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, statcast, and more. Get MLB.com and back for your smartphone or tablet. What is that? Who is it? What'd you say, Delay? Iron Man, okay. Whatever you say. He's Iron Man right there.
Mark Canha. So 5-0. The A's lead, top of the third. Morrison drives one to center, full, turns around, he's there, and he's got it. Take a little break in between innings, and
Batting in the 8th position.
once the throw goes down to second base, the mask goes down.
It's like the Milwaukee Mauler with the helmet and the soft cap. Great thing. I mean, baseball is such a wonderful game. You get so many characters, so many different looks in the stands, and great game every day. And then you just can't wait to see who's going to be in the stands. Okay, Joe?
Swing and a miss by Zunino. So it's funny, you see pictures of fans in the stands in 30s, 40s, 50s. They had coats on and fedoras on, and they were dressed sharp. And now you get a little bit of everything.
Part of King's Court. Yeah, that's a great call, because you get some of those highlights, the black and white videos, and
everybody.
And you're right.
A lot of men in the stands, and they all had.
It's almost like a business person special that they all left work to go watch the game, but I don't think that was the case. There were no night games, first in Cincinnati, but the night games back in the day games in the 20s.
High fastball, no chance for Mike Zunino, and that's 3 strikeouts for Drew Pomerantz.
Well, he's doing the same thing he did in his first start last year. We talked about it, just going right after the hitters and elevating the fastball, good curveball, occasional changeup, and out of the stretch. The only difference in that game versus tonight is that he was, 1st of May, he had been pitching out of the bullpen, had not built up his arm strength. Tonight, he's pitching having come out of spring training in the rotation, so he's not limited in how many pitches he's going to throw.
Five games, 1 start against the Mariners. Drops low, 1-1 the count to Willie Bloomquist. Bloomquist, the veteran. Missed quite a bit of time last year with injuries. There's Brad Miller. Plays a lot of the shortstop for Seattle, left-handed hitter.
And regardless of the expectations, there are going to be teams, there are going to be players who are struggling. And then it's up to the manager, Bob Melvin, Lord McClendon. We have seen Jeff Bannister, you play what is considered the hot hand until everybody gets in groove and gets going. And the whole purpose, I think you said it best, when the Mariners lost by 1 game last year, where throughout the season was the 1 game you could say, if we'd have won that game, we should have won it, we lost it late. And that's why you see managers doing what they're doing earlier in the season. Hot hand, keep him in there.
Little pop up towards Sogard out on the grass. He's got inside, retired. 9 up, 9 down for Drew Pomerantz. 5-0 A's as we go to the bottom of the third. just a little bit. Born in Edina, Minnesota. First round pick of the Mets. Had a big season in 2012 and then struck down with valley fever. Remember his father, Ron Davis, big tall right-handed reliever for many years in the big leagues. He was also, Ike Davis was a teammate of Eric Sogard in college at Arizona State.
Just wore the glasses like his dad when he pitched, and pitched well. Ron Davis, very good reliever on some very good Yankee teams. Ike Davis spending some extra time with hitting coach Darren Bush today. And I mean, you're always trying to help yourself as a hitter, something that maybe a hitting coach will recognize. And Darren Bush in his first season doing exactly that, recognize something that Ike Davis was doing there, playing him to pull. And the one thing in the cage is working on is going just exactly the opposite of where that shift is.
All right field, but Ruggiano's back a couple steps and he makes the catch. So Davis, after an RBI single in the first, hits it hard, but right at the right field.
That ball was hit hard, right at the right field. He's got to be happy with the swing, the approach. The result's not what he wanted, but still everything else is good.
Here's Laurie. Walked in the first. High strike call.
See, that wasn't a strike his first at bat.
Seager, a couple steps to his left, flips it across, 2 away. So 4 in a row retired by Evan Walker as he tries to settle in. That's the 4 in a row coming after the Canna home run.
Now batting the catcher, the 21, Steven Look.
Vogt had an RBI single in the first. Picked up his 4th RBI of the year.
Everybody's singing it except that one guy in the middle with the King's Court hat on, or the whatever it is, crown. He just doesn't know. You got to get in with it. If you're sitting amongst that group.
You're the oddball if
That's
you're not
right.
doing the chant.
And he's saying, hey, we have something new we can take to the King's Court.
High in the air, right field. And Taijuan Walker has his first 3 up, 3 down inning. We're moving to the 4th. Enemy territory for that gentleman. 5-0 A's lead.
That youngster will receive the one-of-a-kind A's Pet calendar courtesy of Central Garden and Pet. See photos of your favorite A's players with their four-legged friends. Get your tickets now at athletics.com/tickets. As we say, always a great calendar. Now, guys, we're not going to go.
Sure we are. It's just a matter of time. We're going to wear those two hats with our Argyle A's socks.
Maybe we just wear the Argyle socks that you wear.
So top of the order for the Mariners. We're going 9 up, 9 down so far in the ball game. So Drew Pomeranz sharp early. This will be pitch number 46 to Ricky Weeks. Weeks was signed late. A 1-year, $2 million deal. Had a couple good years with the Brewers, but didn't build on those 2 years.
I think when we saw the Brewers a couple of years ago, we probably were very shocked to see that it was not playing, and then when he did, they used a pinch hitter for him, and just kind of strange things that for a guy who had some great years that he had had. His brother Jamal, the A's had. That's a good help there. That ball probably off the plate inside, but Weeks looking fastball and pulled it.
You know, we were talking about guys being high draft picks. Ricky Weeks was the 2nd overall pick back in 2003. He's more of a utility guy now. And he swings and misses. Second time that Weeks has struck out.
Fastball first time blew him away upstairs with the fastball, this time coming back, and there's the knuckle curve. See the kind of the knuckle.
Now batting, number 16.
And here comes the curve, and it's a good one. Great shot on that freeze frame on the knuckle curve. See the break, the movement, and strikeout.
Bring up Austin Jackson. He struck out in the first inning.
It's a good second time through the batting order. I mentioned striking out Weeks and Jackson with fastballs, and first pitch fastball this time, but still upstairs. Curveball to Weeks, which means that Stephen Vogt and Drew Pomeranz going through the lineup second time, varying the pitch selection.
Close pitch, 2-0.
It's usually when a hitter comes out of his shoes. 2-0. Thinking fastball. Let's see what Austin Jackson does. That's a good sign if you can't pull a fastball, though. They're a pretty good location. Jackson was in Detroit covering the big area in center field at Comerica Park. Originally a Yankee, Granderson traded. So they kind of Yankees wanted a veteran in Curtis Granderson. They got him from the Tigers. Jackson, of course, covering the great area in center field, and do the same at Safeco Field. Some big yards, whether it be New York, Detroit, or Seattle. But he could cover all of it. Very, very good center field.
And he lines one. Left field cannot get it. Play it on a hop. So there's the first hit of the game, and it belongs to Austin Jackson. So a clean one, line single to left.
Got a 2-0 and a 3-1 fastball. This time, though, more to his liking. It was up a little bit, whereas the 2-0 was down and kind of fouled at the right side. But this fastball, not surprised he hit it as well as he did. A very good fastball hitter. Remember the Tigers, they had him leading off and had him hitting 9th in the order. Jim Leyland. Remember all those because the A's played the Tigers back-to-back years in postseason, 12 and 13.
So here's the heart of the order now with Robinson Cano, who hits it hard. Backhand, nice play. Simeon out at second, out at first. 6-4-3. Hammerhands is out of the inning, and we're moving to the bottom of the fourth. 5-0 A's lead. Looking for the best coverage of Oakland A's baseball? There's your guy right there. Log on to csncalifornia.com and check out our A's insider Joe Stiglitz. He's got wire-to-wire reporting on the A's 2015 season. Check Joe out at csncalifornia.com, and Joe will tell you right now that Marcus Semien is going to have a double, and that's how the bottom of the fourth starts.
You know what Joe actually was doing, Cap? He was writing what a great play started by Marcus Semien on a rocket hit by Robert Cano, and it turned into a double, and then all of a sudden he comes up. That was a double play. He turns the first fastball into a double. Boy, great job pulling the hands in and grabbing the first pitch fastball with Seager playing shallow, thinking he's going to bunt. No chance. That ball was crushed by him. Weeks had a little tough time picking it up down in the left field corner, but Semien took a bullet off Cano to start a double play, and now gets a double himself as Rick Waits, former Cleveland tribesman back in Brother in my days.
Yeah.
Pitching coach for Lloyd McClendon. Waits, the stylish left-hander. Sogard trying to get in front, pull one of the fastballs from Walker, or one of the off-speed pitches, and then try to drag the ball to the right side to Van Semien.
Zunino with a nice block. So 2-0 the count. 7 hits now for the A's. Just 1 for the Mariners so far. Sogard grounded to short in the second inning.
Well, this is ideally when a catcher wants to pitch a left-handed hitter away. Although big hole on the left side, but figure a left-hander is trying to pull the ball to advance a runner after he hits a leadoff double. And so you pitch him away, try to get him to go that way. But in this case, Sogard might get a base hit to left field if they pitch him out there.
He's going to get the job done. Lundqvist quickly to first. Ball was hit off the end of the bat, and that actually helped Sogard as Semien was able to go to third.
That's a good read by Marcus Semien. Also, you ideally want the ball hit to the right side, but you also know how hard or softly the ball is hit. It was hit softly enough, and no chance for Lundqvist to get into third. Marcus Semien, as soon as the ball was contact, he could tell it was slowly hit. And that Lundqvist, if he hesitated, was not going to be able to get the speedy Sogard going down the line.
So here's Fold. Infield comes in for Seattle. line out, and a single for full and a run scored. Swing and miss. Walker 87 miles an hour in that pitch. Canna waits in the on-deck circle. Canna with a couple of hits, including a home run already. One-two pitch to full. Line drive, left center field, the base hit. The pitch was up, and Sam Fole just went right with it. So 6-0 A's lead, and they're knocking Walker around.
And you know, if you see a hitter is not striding, you throw him a hanging breaking ball. That is a perfect pitch for him to do exactly that. You throw him a little bit harder, it's different, but it's almost like you're flipping the ball underhand to him to hit the ball in the opposite field because of the hanging breaking ball. So right in exactly what Fole was looking for. 2 strikes, goes opposite field, infield in, brings in a run.
Canna, a little flip job, base hit. And Sam Fole is going to try for third. The throw, not in time. Canna to second, and he is safe. So Canna gets his 3rd hit. He's at second and third.
Well, if there's one thing a manager likes to see is the base running, the aggressiveness on the base paths. And Sam Fole saw that Canna with a big swing was going to get a root base hit, and he read it all the way, tested the arm of Weeks in left field, and with the throw going to third, Canna was able to get to second base with the throw. So aggressiveness on the part of Fole, and same for Canna to go into second base.
So give Canna a single. He goes to second on the throw. In the infield again in for Seattle as Wilhelmsen gets up for the second time. So Zobrist will get intentionally walked here.
Butler's strikeout victim popped up to second base, but a little bit different situation for him now with the bases loaded and just 1 out. There's some hitters who thrive on these situations where somebody's intentionally walked, and this is more of a strategic move because it moves the infield back to go for a double play. Sam Fole, he read it, and there's the aggressiveness in testing the arm of Weeks. Throw was offline, but with the throw going to third, Canna following him up and headed back into second base.
So Walker 77 pitches. And that's going to do it. So the youngster not sharp tonight. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Wilhelmsen coming in.
The A's take on the Seattle Mariners. 15,000 fans will receive a pair of A's branded, my partner's favorite, Argyle socks driven by Chevrolet. Get your tickets now. You can call 877-493-BALL or visit athletics.com/tickets to get those beautiful Argyle socks. I know you're probably going to be wearing those probably Monday in Houston.
Every day. One pair every day. 9 hits. 6 earned runs so far. And all 3 runners belong to Walker. So Wilhelmsen comes in to face Butler. Fold, Canna, Zobrist are the runners. And there's just 1 out. Butler goes after the first pitch. It's a high pop up just behind the Mariners dugout. Second appearance for Wilhelmsen. Veteran. Butler now behind in the count 0-2. Wilhelmsen. Big guy, 6'6", 220 pounds.
And a good cut fastball that he just threw. Comrade's a lot of run support tonight.
In the hole, knocked down by Bloomquist. Throw to first, and Butler beats it out. Run scores, and it's 7-0.
I don't care how big you are, whether you're fast or not, you smell a hit, curveball, rolled over, and out of the box quickly was Big Country Breakfast. And Bloomquist a nice save because this would have scored 2 instead. No chance at second, the only chance at first, and Butler able to beat it out for an infield hit. Not many for the big guy, I'm sure, in that category, but he'll take it.
So Butler gets his second RBI. Here's our Ike Davis, first pitch outside. 4 hits and a walk in the inning, and the A's have scored twice with a chance to turn this one into a laugher. And that's belted to the gap. Nobody's gonna get it. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. The whole Country Breakfast at third. And it's a 2-run double for Ike Davis. It's 9-0.
Davis, big night for him. 3rd run batted in and just unloads some of that power we talked about with the New York Mets coming back tonight and split the gap at right center. And Country Breakfast thinking about scoring from first, but Mike Geiger had to hold him up as this ball went all the way to the wall. But 2 were going to score early or easily. Canna tagging to make sure of it is going to be into right center, and have a night, Ike Davis.
Curveball, a strike to Brett Lawrie. So 9 earned runs charged to Elon Walker in 3 1/3 innings. Swing and a miss, 0-2 to Lawrie. So Ike Davis 2 for 3 tonight with 3 RBIs.
Not a very good night for an ERA in your first start. 3 1/3, 9 earnings. But A's are not going to complain. They just keep trying to add on as another opportunity to drive a runner in from third and less than 2 outs.
Fastball inside to Lawrie. So the A's with 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 here in the fourth for a 9-0 lead. field line. Tough play, and it's caught by the first baseman Logan Morrison, and he fires it back in. Butler goes back. Very, very nice play. And Logan Morrison, he had to run a long ways.
Ball slicing away from him too. Billy Butler with the ball. He thought it was going to be fair, so he was halfway, but the ball ended up in foul territory. And at that point, not much he could do, but an excellent play. Immediately pointing towards the plate was the right fielder Ruggiani, just in case he thought Butler was going to be tagging, which he was not.
So here's Vogt. Interesting watching the end of that play. Did you see who the cutoff man was between first and home? The shortstop, Willie Bloomquist.
You watched Derek Jeter many years ago here at the Coliseum. So maybe clubs do work on that now.
Maybe they do. 2-0 to Vogt. Vogt's got an RBI single. That was in the first inning. He had a fly ball to right field in the third. Butler, Davis, the runners. And now it's 3-0.
He started with a double there. They're finally going to put Steven on to go to the right-hander with the bases loaded again this time.
So indeed, Simeon will hit for the second time this inning.
Sonny Gray, a lot of run support. Pomerantz getting the run support tonight. He's got Kazmir, so 1-3-5, right?
He's got to figure out the Tuesday, Thursday thing, and they'll be okay. Simeon 1 for 2. Inside corner strikes. A quick 0-2 to the young A shortstop. Very long inning for position players for the Mariners. They've been out there a long time, as this is the 10th man to hit in this inning. Drive right center. Ruggiano coming in. Dives, can't get it. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. The ball's rolling around out there, and Simeon ends up at second base. So 2 more runs score. It's now 11-0.
He pulls a double down the left field line, hits an opposite field double, as Ruggiano trying to make a spectacular play, comes up short, and because of that, the hustle by Simeon gets himself another double. I would assume, unless they give him an error, he actually caught the ball, did Ruggiano, and then came up and flipped it out of his glove as he getting ready to throw.
Well, they're calling it a single and an E9. Single E9. And he will get 2 RBIs out of that. So he had it in his glove for a little bit. The 11th man to bat in this inning. These have scored 6. Swing and a miss, 2-1. So Simeon now with 5 RBIs on the year. So 2-2. Wilhelmsen has thrown 21 pitches, and he's got just 1 out. And it took a nice play by the first baseman. They curve, and Williamson likes to throw that as well. 3-2. So the big crowd enjoying this one tonight. A's with an 11-0 lead, and it's just the 4th inning. And Sogard swings at a pitch in the dirt. Side retired. Major damage done by the Athletics. It's a 6-run 4th inning, and we're on to the 5th. 11-0 the A's lead. Centers tomorrow against the Vancouver Whitecaps. The game will take place at the Quakes' brand new home Maya Stadium. Coverage begins with Quakes pregame live at 7 p.m. The home of Earthquake Soccer's Comcast Sportsnet. Brand new stadium in San Jose, right near the San Jose airport. Drew Pomeranz has a little cushion. 11-0, 5th inning. He faces Cruz, Seager, and Ruggiano. Cruz takes a bit high. So that's the way the first week has gone. And the A's have won. They've done it in blowout fashion. Extremely small sample size, of course. Cruz popped out to first, his first at bat. Looks like he was taken all the way. Why not? Count was 3-0. It's in first strike. This will be pitch number 60 from Pomeranz. And a good swing by Cruz, foul straight back.
Look at Cruz. He's always had the stance where he's had an exaggerated open stance, and as the pitch is coming, it closes it up, and he's just not catching up the fastballs. And that was a 3-1. Expected fastball. See the exaggerated open, and then that left foot will come towards the plate. So they're going to go inside with the fastball. He played the 2014 season for the contract he got with the Mariners.
Yep.
The only difference that with the Orioles and now with the Mariners, this is a long-term guaranteed, and the Mariners are hoping that he has similar seasons that he had with the Orioles last year.
Foul just to our right.
like a whole bunch of seasons. I mean, they've committed long-term to him. And
check that, got up into the press box, which does not happen very often. Check it, make sure laptops are okay. And fouled straight back. So good battle here between Cruz and Pomeranz. That one is hit high in the air and deep. Canna's back near the wall, circling under it, and he's got it in deep left center field. So Cruz gave it a ride. If he does it tomorrow, probably a different story, but not tonight.
And you know, I think he thought he got enough of this, be gone, and I think Drew Pomeranz thought the same thing, but maybe got up too high. Canna just kept tracking it and several feet from the wall. But if that's here, what do you think is going to happen in Seattle? That's a long way out. They've moved the fences in a little bit, but still a long way. And the heavy air in Seattle like here at nighttime. And he got enough fastballs, you'd think that he would hit it more in a line, but fortunately for Pomeranz and the A's, he got under it.
Seager hit a ball hard right at the left fielder. Kyle Seager, as Ray mentioned earlier, new 7-year, $100 million contract.
Probably live with that, huh?
He's going to be just fine. Laurie has it. Laurie throws out Seager, 2 outs. So the shift was on. Laurie had shortstop taken care of.
Number 12, Justin Ruggiano.
Perfectly placed. The shortstop in the shortstop position. The third baseman, Laurie.
Here's Justin Ruggiano.
I think Brett Laurie has fun playing this game, don't you? I think it's just one.
Yeah.
I think Brett Laurie just said, you know, this is fun. Every day come out to the park and play on this grass and dirt and field and throw and run.
Takes care of that one. Ruggiano is out, and so are the Mariners quietly in the top of the 5th. 11-0 Athletics lead.
most Tuesday home games this season. All fans park for free at these games. 500 tickets in the Plaza Reserve section are available for each Chevy. Free parking Tuesday for only $5. Purchase online at athletics.com/Tuesday and use promo code Chevy while supplies last.
Top of the order for the Athletics. Fold, Canna, and Zobrist. In that A's fourth inning, they sent 11 men to the plate. They scored 6 runs. 6 hits, a couple of walks, a couple of doubles. They were 4 for 7 with runners in scoring position. That's a good inning.
Pomeranz likes it.
Cano dove for it, couldn't get it, and Sam Fold finds the hole, and he's 3 for 4.
And he was robbed in his first at bat by Ruggiano. So it says a lot about Sam Fold. And
Left fielder, number 20.
Canna, his first major league home run, a fastball, a crushed fastball, crushed the runway in left field. Walker giving it up, a tough night for the youngster, but the first of many starts for him, and he more than likely will recover very quickly. He'll get a chance to see the A's quite a bit this year.
At the knees, outside corner for a strike to Mark Canna. Canna 3 for 3. Not just a home run, couple of singles. He has scored 3 runs. He's now 7 for 12 this year, and that's a shot. Seager, what a play. Flips to Cano, who dropped it. But they calling the runner out at second base. It came out on the exchange.
Hey, that was very close to being a double. Seager had him positioned very nicely. It should have been a 5-4-3 double play, but Seager there to Rob. Quick throw to second. Perfect throw, and then just the attempted quick turn by Robinson Cano, and the ball popped out. Getting on him quickly with Sam Fold, but still, that's a double play as he uses the bag. Cano does a step back and then throw. Just couldn't get out of his glove.
So fielder's choice for Canna, and that'll bring up Zobrist.
Okay, see, Canna's average is one that you're very happy to have in the early part of the season because of the big scoreboard showing off all the averages, and he's got one that's very impressive. Of course, after tonight, several will have some pretty impressive batting averages.
And he's now 13 hits. A's history, most RBIs in first 3 career games. Canna ties Ben Green. Fun week for him, huh? That one down the left field line. Canna showing off good speed. He's going to try for third. He'll make it into second with a double as Zobrist, and the hits just keep coming for the Athletics.
Canna does have good speed, doesn't he?
He does.
He can fly. Low to the ground, and then Zobrist. That's great hitting. Going opposite field past the diving Seager, and Weeks in left field as Canna was going to third, and trending behind him was Ben Zobrist. So does he get a double?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
A's with 4 doubles tonight. And all kinds of RBI opportunities. Here's Butler, second and third, one out. Infield comes in. This has been like an RBI guy's dream tonight.
6th time tonight, Cap, that there's been a run at third in less than 2 outs. 6th at bat by an A's hitter, and only 1, and that was last inning. And the pop up by Brett Lawrie that Logan Morrison made a nice play.
High in the air, but foul. Well back amongst the spectators. Butler, a strikeout in the first, a pop out in the second, an RBI single, and a run scored in the 4th. Backhanded by Bloomquist. Runners hold. And that's out number 2.
This is a good one by Ben Grieve, and September the 3rd, 97, against the Giants. And several doubles.
Mike Davis.
I think we said 3.
And I think that's it. Dave Magadan scoring a couple runs.
See the Sports Channel sign in left center field.
Our old friend, Sports Channel. So 2 outs. Here's Ike Davis. Big night for Davis. RBI single in the first. And a fly ball to right field in the third, and then a 2-run double in the fourth. So 3 RBIs, and he scored a couple of runs. Quick miss off speed, and a good pitch by Wilhelmsen. Wilhelmsen now 36 pitches. Came on 1 out in the 4th inning. Just a touch low, 2-1, 95 miles an hour. Toward Cano, who slides to his right and flips it to first side, retired. Couple of hits for the A's, but they do not score. We're headed to the 6th inning. Drew Pomeranz in the Athletics in control. They lead this one 11-0. Hyundai tonight at 10:30, and it's on our sister station Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Tonight's topics, all the highlights and clubhouse reaction, and post-game notes from Joe Stiglich and the 49ers, and Cap say he's a new man. Ooh, I don't know what that means. Colin Kaepernick, he's a new man.
Well, see, his name's Cap.
I don't know. We'll find out tonight. Logan Morrison leading it off. Going to be Morrison, Zunino, Bloomquist, the bottom 3.
I'll say this, the 49ers have a beautiful new home park.
Yes, they do.
My stadium over in Milwaukee is absolutely gorgeous.
2-1 to Logan Morrison, who had a fly ball to center field in the 3rd. The left-hander Charlie Furbush.
The stocking look for the bullpen of the Mariners must be
maybe their thing.
Yeah, that's what they're going with this year, maybe.
Canna reaches out and grabs it, and that's the first out.
Canna at first base a couple of nights ago. It's a bunt. Scott Kansner was pitching a bunt from Martin, and moves the outfield where he seems very comfortable. And again, a young man who can play various positions and be very good at all of them.
Could become a pretty important guy for this team.
He may have found a home. He was happy from the Marlins, the Rockies, and then the A's acquired him. He said, wow, I get to go home and play in the Bay Area where he grew up.
Outside corner strike to Zunino.
And if you think about Drew Pomeranz, he was a Rocky as well and traded the Athletics. And if the Rockies and Indians, his two previous clubs, had known he could be this successful pitching exclusively out of the stretch, they may have considered that as well. But here with the A's, and the A's are beneficiaries of that success.
The 1-2 to Zunino, who struck out his first at bat. 4 strikeouts for Pomeranz. Could have been 5. Royals lead the Angels 2-1. That game in the 5th inning down in Anaheim, the home opener for the Angels. Nice, good fastball. So 5 strikeouts for Pomeranz.
Kemp, we've talked about a pitcher doing exactly what Drew Pomeranz is doing right here. See where Stephen Vogt is inside. And if you have a lefty on a righty, pitching to a righty, if he tries to hit the outside corner, he might guide it, the ball tails away. But if he finishes the delivery, throws it inside, he finishes it, and especially with the elevation of the fastball, he's got a few strikeouts inside with the heater. And Zunino is number 5. Probably can't believe he couldn't catch up to the fastball.
So here's Bloomquist, 2 swings at the first pitch. Pop-up foul. The attendance tonight for game 1 of this series, 30,114. 30114. Then you see the value deck just above us. Authentic Fan Friday, brought to you by Comcast. Go up there, you get lots of goodies today. There's the yellow long sleeve t-shirt. See a few of them up there.
I'd see some in the booth if they bring any in here.
Yeah.
Joe?
Anything?
Joe's on his phone. He can carry this in the house.
It's tough up here sometimes, but young man's just trying to get a baseball score and help us out. Ray Fosse has no sympathy. Tough crowd. 3 up, 2 down inning for Drew Pomeranz, and the bottom of the 6th is coming up. 11-0 the A's lead.
Wine. Good night for the Athletics. Mark Canha, the rookie. It's his first major league home run, a 2-run shot of both left field on Taijuan Walker. It's the tunnel. And Drew Pomeranz, the recipient of this run support, he has been outstanding in his first 6 innings, and looks like he will go out for the 7th again. So good night offensively. Great pitching from the lefty Pomeranz. And find out what's possible with AT&T. Call 1-800-PICK. ATT, mobilizing your world. You know what Jesse Hahn's saying? How are you doing this? Oh. Where is the run support for me? Where is it for Graveman? So Pomeranz. Wonderful night. Great night. These pitchers pull for each other. So, Jesse Hahn is having some sunflower seeds. That's great.
Put a lot of effort into that outfit. And it's worth it. Lori Vogt Simeon here in the 6th inning.
You had your Argyle socks.
Yeah, he'll get them tomorrow or Sunday. Actually,
got them on tonight. It's going to be great for AT.
When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Charlie Furbush, one of the better lefty relievers in the game. Big part of this Mariners bullpen. Furbush has birthday coming up. In fact, this tomorrow. He'll turn 29 years old tomorrow. Charlie Furbush. 67 appearances last year, 71 appearances the year before.
So Mikey Fowler's going to have to get some birthday cakes this weekend, huh? Right. You kids can't have a clubhouse manager and provide all those good things without a birthday cake Saturday and Sunday. Who's it Sunday? Who's did we say?
Sunday. Forgot already.
Joe would know because he's texting now. Anyway, there's a couple of Seattle Mariners having birthdays this weekend.
21,
Here's Vogt. RBI single, fly out, and a walk. Interesting game. Yankee Stadium tonight. Furbush hustling over. He'll get there in front of Vogt. The Red Sox and the Yankees, their first matchup of the year. And the Red Sox had a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 outs. And Chase Headley hit a solo home run to tie that game for the Yankees. And now they're in the 14th and they're still playing.
Wow.
So the Red Sox were 1 out away from a win.
That's what Joe was looking up. The Yankee and Headley home run. That's what you were figuring out. Thank you, Joe.
First pitch to Simeon, down and in.
Amazing. The A's had the big 6-run inning, and coincidentally, how many times do we see a great defensive play turn into offense? And that's what happened with Simeon after Cano scorched the ball. He backhanded and turned it into a 6-4-3 double play, and that quickly, A's came back with 6 of their own. Talking earlier in the season and spring training about the revamped infield and how happy he was to see the different guys on the infield playing so well. Sogard really the only veteran, the only guy who's returning. Nights ago, he had a couple of rookies on the right side, and Canha and Leidendorf at first and second. There's Laurie and Simeon on the left side tonight.
Drilled toward left center. Jackson got a good jump, and he reaches up and makes the catch. Nice play by Austin Jackson. 3 up, 3 down inning, and we're moving to the 7th at the O.co. 11-0 A's lead. his first Major League home run at the Kingdome in Seattle. For Griffey's father, Ken Sr., an outfielder with the Cincinnati Reds, making the two the first father-son duo to play in the major leagues at the same time. That's our T-Mobile game changer. There. Ken Griffey Jr. went back to the Mariners right at the end of his career. 630 career home runs.
This time next year he'll be writing his induction speech. In January of 2016 he will get a call saying, Griff, you're a Hall of Famer, first ballot. And deservedly so. Randy Johnson this year will go in as a Diamondback after 11 seasons in the Northwest. So that opens up Ken Griffey Jr. to be the first Mariner to go in the Hall of Fame. Nice.
Seventh inning, top of the order for Seattle. Yeah, that one just foul. Speaking of lots of home runs, Alex Rodriguez hit a home run yesterday. Career home run number 655. So he's 5 away from Willie Mays. Bonus checks start coming in when he gets to Mays.
It's just a question of how many of those bonus checks he's going to pick up.
It's true. Swing and a miss by Ricky Weeks, who strikes out for the 3rd time.
Well, you can say that Ricky Weeks a tough night. A few of the Mariners a tough night, but Drew Pomeranz is having a great night. He is spotting his fastball. He's elevating his fastball, and if he is not happy pitching out of the stretch exclusively, he should be, because he has been outstanding and very consistent. See the distribution, the groundouts, the flyouts, the strikeouts. I mean, at this level, if you can excel a certain way, why change? And for him, pitching out of the stretch all the time, that's the way he has been successful.
1-0 to Jackson. Jackson hits it hard into center field for a base hit. So both the hits tonight for Seattle are by Austin Jackson. A couple of singles.
And you know, really, that's the difference right there. And we saw Jackson his last at bat on a 3-1 fastball hitting it hard to left field. But if it's elevated, as he has done to Ricky Weeks, they're not able to catch up. But down a little bit more, they're just dropping the head of the bat and letting Pomeranz provide his exceptional fastball velocity.
Here's Robinson Cano, who is back to the pitcher and then hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Cano 3 for 14 on the year. Mark Burley got his 200th career win today. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 12-5. Pomeranz knocks it down, picks it up, fires to second, and the A's get the out there. Line shot right back to Pomeranz. It was in his glove for a moment, and they'll go and check him.
Well, maybe it wasn't his glove, because Horn and the skipper is hustling out, and maybe the back of the glove, which would be more of the exposed hand. Checking the thumb. See, it looks like there got him there. I think it just stung his hand. I mean, as hard as it was hit, it's not like you could catch the ball in the webbing. That was probably right in the pocket. But great reflexes to put the glove up. And got him in the lower part of the hand. Always amazes me to see how pitchers are able to deliver the ball, follow through, and a shot back up at them. It's really, I mean, and you can't tell how hard the ball is hit anyway. I don't think it's so much his throwing hand. It's how is he going to catch the ball coming back from Stephen Pope.
That's right.
You know, make sure he catches it in the pocket or in the webbing. Robinson Cano tonight, he has blistered a couple of balls. One turned into double play, and this one could have been a base hit up the middle and instead knocked down by Pomeranz.
So 2 outs. Cano now at first, and Nelson Cruz will hit for the 3rd time.
Fernando Abad. Might be the last inning for Pomeranz.
Pomeranz now at 91 pitches. 6 strikeouts. He has not walked anybody, and he's been just about as good as you can be. He's going to get Cruz as Ike Davis grabs it. Side retire to hit, and a runner left. Drew Pomeranz, sensational tonight. 7 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits, and he's going to get a nice ovation. 7th inning stretch from the Coliseum.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank Cash Creek.
California is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
(11-0) A's lead. Drew Pomeranz allowing just 2 hits. So pretty impressive performance by Drew Pomeranz. That would be an understatement. A's swinging the bats big time tonight. They have 14 hits. Everybody has a hit except for Laurie, who walked in the first, and Sogard, who was grounded out twice and struck out. So Sogard wants to join the group. Full to follow, and then Canna. Fastball right in there for a strike. Barry Zito started tonight for Nashville against Colorado Springs in Colorado. Barry went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 10 hits and 5 runs, 3 earned. And game still going on. Nashville was winning late. Can't imagine Colorado Springs a real easy place to pitch.
With the old altitude or attitude.
The Nashville Sounds.
I wish Steve Scarsoni and the Sounds in their new home in Nashville a lot of success this 2015 season.
Josh Reddick from what we understand, playing again tonight for Stockton.
He's eligible tomorrow, but there is a left-hander, Happ, who's going to be pitching for the Mariners.
So that makes it possible that Reddick may come back Sunday instead of tomorrow. We don't know that for sure, but that's certainly a possibility.
And the key is the eligibility. That's the main thing. So anytime after tomorrow included, Reddick would be eligible to come back. That's been on the 15-day disabled list. So with the left-handed pitcher tomorrow, we might see the same lineup we saw a couple of nights ago with the right-handers in there, including Leidendorf, the gentleman you just saw, standing next to Scott Kazmir.
So Sam Fuld has had himself a good night, 3 for 4. Fastball inside, corner strike.
Sam Fuld with a slightly open stance, and remember we talked last year about not much of a stride, but he does have some movement. I said, what's the deal? And he said, well, I just want to get a little movement. And Darren Bush, and he talked about it, and Bush said, how about this? So watch the front foot as he opens up. That's kind of a very slim stride, but it kind of loads him up a little bit.
Brad Miller comes in the game at short. Bloomquist slides to second, so Robinson Cano will get a couple of innings off. Two now to Fuld.
Stephen Vogt catching another shutout. Josh Phegley, who is maybe behind the plate tomorrow with a left-hander. We don't know, because we thought with Mark Canha with righties he might not be playing, but he's been on the lineups. You know how Stephen Vogt handled it, as far as platoon, and that's great to see two catchers, one left, one right, and Stephen Vogt simply said, if Josh Phegley can hit left-handers better than me, he deserves it. Sure. So it's great attitude they both have, and working together.
Nice play, Morrison to Furbush to get the out. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Prism. Now your team can collaborate at a whole new level with video walls from Prism. Learn how at prism.com. So Charlie Furbush is done, an inning in 2/3. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in to pitch for Seattle, number 31.
For the A's with an emoji t-shirt on Saturday, April 25th, when the A's take on the Houston Astros. 20,000 fans will receive the creative t-shirt courtesy of Grant Thornton LLP, which features Sean Doolittle, Coco Chris, and Sonny Gray.
You know what? I've seen that emoji t-shirt in the colors. Guys are wearing green. I thought tonight they were wearing Sonny Grace, but that's the emoji t-shirt. They're all wearing it. They got that mojo working, emoji working. Next homestand, the 24th, 5th, and 6th. That will be against the Astros the weekend after the A's return from their first road trip to Houston, Kansas City, and Anaheim.
Luis Medina is the new pitcher. The power arm out of the bullpen. Medina, second appearance. It'll be an important part of I hope the Mariners have for continuing this great bullpen that they had last year.
Well, times have changed because how many times they get the starter out and get to the bullpen? You can't do that anymore because some power arms and bullpens, and especially the Mariners. A's have their own. One's got to be coming in the top of the 8th inning. And Fernando Abad. Always like to hear him come in. That music, his walk-in music.
Yeah.
I tried to ask him the name of it. He told me I didn't really understand.
My guess, Ray, you probably don't have that.
I don't have it on
your
my ringer
CD list.
We'll have
and
to.
Neither do I.
Next time I'll have a piece of paper and a pen, and so when he tells me what it is, I'll write it down, and so I can pass it on because I just don't know.
You don't have to pass it along to me. But we're about to hear it soon. 2-2 to Canna. Canna is 3 for 4. Chops this one to Miller. Side retired. 8th inning coming up. It's the A's with an 11-0 lead.
Is presented by authority of the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
11-0, the A's lead. They've had the game in hand since the early going. It's time for change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. And here is Fernando Abad, second appearance.
This is not his music either. I don't know if he's going to be okay tonight, Kurt.
I hope so.
No.
Drew Pomeranz, 92 pitches. 7 innings of shutout baseball. No walks, 6 strikeouts. And now Abad faces Seager, Ruggiano, and Morrison.
1 over the minimum for Pomeranz.
Yep.
That's amazing. Last inning, Jackson 1-out hit. Faced 4 batters in the 7th. Other than that, it's 22 batters faced.
Sam Fuld goes over to right field. Tyler Leidendorf takes over in center, and Ben Zobrist will get the rest of the evening off. Seager probably not that thrilled leading off the top of the 8th inning of an 11-0 game against Fernando Abad. Abad is very tough to hit, especially if you're a left-handed hitter. 0-2.
And really, there is something to be said about when guys come in out of the bullpen. It's just not, oh, well, let's bring this guy in. Spring training maybe, but during the season, in the case of tonight with the success of Pomeranz from the left side against the Mariners, Bob Melvin, Kurt Young stay with the lefty, bringing in Fernando Abad, especially with the lefties in the lineup.
So 1-2. Seager has lined to left and grounded to third. So he's 1 for 12 on the year. Shoots that one toward center. Leidendorf is going to play it on a hop. Nice at bat by Kyle Seager. So Seager gets the 3rd hit of the night for Seattle. All 3 singles. Here's
number 12, Justin Ruggiano.
Pitch elevated. There's a cut fastball that Abad has started to throw. Not as much cut on it. Stayed in the strike zone, and good at bat by Seager.
Royals still leading the Angels. It's now 3-2 in the 7th inning. Yankees Red Sox game still going on. 3-3 in the 15th inning in New York. Mentioned the Jays over the Orioles today, 12-5. Blue Jays had 16 hits and 8 doubles in that game. Blue Jays with what looks like a pretty good lineup.
Especially from the right side, the addition of Donaldson, already Bautista, and Encarnacion. They got Russell Martin, who they signed. So it's a pretty packed lineup in a tough Eastern Division.
That's the game that Burley got his 200th career win.
See if Abad does what Fernando Pomeranz did, and that is finish with a fastball inside. He's leaving the fastballs outside off the plate just like that, and he's just not finishing with his fastball.
So a hit and a walk to start the 8th inning. Well, join us tonight on A's Postgame Live for the A team. It's the first one of the year, folks. Vince Cotroneo, Guy Haberman, who's next door filling in for Ken Corton, Ray Fosse and myself will get together. It'll be an unscripted roundtable discussion about tonight's game. Unscripted roundtable discussion. Meaning we don't know really what we're going to talk about till we sit down and start talking. Vinny leads things off, and he steers us in the direction that he really wants us to go. It's only on A's Postgame Live, and it's also on 95.7 The Game. So the 18 coming up after. There's Guy Haberman.
Check out his microphone. I mean, not many have the stick, just that regular stick.
Ready to roll.
See, Vinny knows he's on TV.
Roll to the backstop. So 0-2 to Morrison. That walk to Ruggiano, the first walk that the Mariners have received. Bounce up the middle. Sogard dives, flips with his glove, and it got him. Sensational play by Sogard to get the out at second base.
Morrison robbed of a base hit, but Sogard extending and from his face flat down and a flip. What a great play as he hit the ground and just flipped it to Simeon, who was there, reached out, stretched, caught it, and he's able to get Ruggiano at second base in the force out, robbing Morrison. If the ball gets into center field, it's an RBI. Instead, it's first and third, fielder's choice, and at bat, and no hit, thanks to the great play by Eric Sogard. Wow. Amazing what these guys can do.
A little pop up, and that's not going to get it done. Zunino fires his bat, 2 outs.
I mean, this is talent. You think about no chance to get up and throw with a hand, and Sogard just flipping it with his glove.
Number 8, Willie.
That's called nerd power, and that showed it right there. That's great, great play. There's the sign. So Sogard tonight is proof that you can have a tough night offensively, and a night in which the A's have scored a lot of runs. He's 0 for 4, and that defensive play right there alone makes up for an 0 for at the plate.
So now 2 outs, still first and third. And it'll be Bloomquist. Bloomquist, one hopper. Simeon has it. Side retired. So Abad gets out of the jam, and the Mariners do not score. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 11-0 A's lead. Game summary for tonight brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. 0-3-1 for the Mariners, 11-14-0 for the A's. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 6 in the fourth. And the A's knocked out Juan Walker. And he gave up 9 earned runs in 3 1/3 innings. And Drew Pomeranz just the opposite. 7 shutout innings with 6 strikeouts. And the A's in charge here as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And Tyler Leidendorf will get an at-bat. He came in the game last inning. Medina back out there. First pitch is hit outside. Jam shot, and that's going to get into center field for a hit. So Tyler Ladendorf has his second big league hit. This was his first.
This one he'll always remember. Great fastball, showed off his speed, gets an RBI. This is the first of the game for the Athletics, and 4 guys top of the step cheering him on, and he gets his first hit, and it's something special. Ty Waller, who was standing next to him at first base and talking about the outfielders and talked about the versatility of that young man, Tyler Ladendorf. Now he can cover the ground in the outfield, which he's doing tonight. Played at second base, played different positions.
So Billy Butler is going to get pinch hit for by Cody Ross. Cody Ross getting in at bat. Butler went 1 for 4. Rolls out. RJ Alvarez pitched the 9th inning. Medina came on with 2 outs in the 7th. Ball runs inside. The Astros beat the Rangers today 5-1, ruining the Rangers home opener. Rasmus hit a home run. Jed Lowry hit a home run for Houston. Hard to believe what happened with the Rangers today, Ray. I don't know if you saw it, but we know what happened last year with all their injuries, a wasted season. Today, their starting pitcher Derek Holland left after 1 inning, shoulder strain. He's out 6 weeks. Chu left in the 2nd inning with a stiff back. Ryan Rule left in the 5th inning with a sore foot. Welcome to the home opener. The Holland thing is not good.
No, it's not.
6 weeks.
Because they actually,
at least,
they wanted to hold him out when Darvish couldn't start. They want to hold him out to have the opening day start, which he did today. It's hard to believe.
Cody Ross with the walk, 2 on, nobody out. Yeah, that's their injury situation. It's almost not fair after what happened last year.
But I think Jeff Bannister, the first-year manager, you know, said even when Darvish went down, he said nobody's going to give us a 22nd timeout. Nobody's going to feel sorry. And you know, he said basically what Wash and whoever, I can't remember, he took over at the end last year, but Bogart. But you know, he said these guys are hurt. It means you guys get a chance to play and show what you can do. And you know, you don't like the injuries to the major league players, but players get a chance when injuries occur to get a chance to play and show what they can do. But boy, it is tough because they've spent a lot of money for a lot of players and locked them up, and now to see them go down again.
Tigers beat the Indians 8-4, spoiling the home opener in Cleveland. Tigers banged out 18 hits. Cabrera, Martinez, Cespedes all had 3 hits. Cespedes is batting 6th in that Tigers lineup. That's a good lineup too.
And he's making his normal acrobatic plays in left field for the Tigers, as he did at Comerica Park.
Tigers are 4-0. Good start.
Don't count them out of that Central Division. You can say all you want about everybody else, but they're always going to be good. And that's after trading Porcello and losing Scherzer, and they're still doing that.
2-1 to Ike Davis. 3 RBIs tonight for Davis. And now 3-1. Twins beat the White Sox 6-0. Tommy Milone got the win. Tommy Milone pitched into the 8th inning But just a couple of hits, no runs with 7 strikeouts. So Tommy Milone gets a win in his first start with the Twins. Twins' first win of the year. Davis, right center, and that's going to get down. Lindorf will score. Davis to second. Cody Ross stops at third, and it's another hit and another RBI for Ike Davis. And it's now 12-0.
Got behind, did the pitcher, and a fastball. That's always a good sign for a hitter to be able to look fastball and get it. And Ike Davis out and pulled the same area that he did earlier in the game. Right center, nobody covering second base, so the throw comes in. Davis just able to coast in the second. So somebody messed up because nobody was in second. And it's usually you have a double cutoff man. One of those guys should be standing in second. They did not, so he's able to get there easily.
Brett Lawrie, 5th at bat for Lawrie. He's walked, grounded out, fouled out, grounded out again. So 0 for 3. $16 hits for the Athletics and 12 runs. Strike 1-1. Stephen Vogt waits to hit next. Good one. Lawrie could not pull the trigger. Single, a walk, and a double. Good curve, and Medina strikes out Lawrie.
That's a hit up curveball there. If he had not opened up, when you fly open on a breaking ball, watch the front side of Brett as he opens up, and then all of a sudden, that's one. Think right field, and he might have been, but as the ball went away from him when he opened up, he could not reach it. But I think what Darren Bush and different guys are saying, think breaking ball, look breaking ball. If you get a fastball reactor strong enough anyway, but at least the breaking ball can hit the right field.
Vogt is 1 for 3. Single, walk, and an RBI tonight. There's also a fly to right. Grounded to first. Vogt now 4 RBIs in the early going. It's been Walker for 3 1/3. Wilhelmsen 1 2/3. Furbush 1 2/3. Now Medina. The new scoreboards.
Good averages too.
Yes, indeed.
Like that. Of course, that's the 5th game for the A's, as we mentioned. 1, 3, and 5. Big offensive nights for the Athletics. This might be the second catch for this young man, because I think that is a great catch.
Curve and a good one, and Vogt strikes out. So back-to-back strikeouts by Medina.
And the curveball again. This one going straight down, almost like a splitter. Stephen Vogt fooled a little bit out in front.
Simeon hits, and the fastball is low. Simeon 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Check swing, roll foul. 16th inning at Yankee Stadium, 3-3. Red Sox.
And of course, they'll have a day game in the Bronx tomorrow, more than likely.
Yeah, they like those day games there.
So it's 20-1.
What's frustrating about that is the Red Sox are 1 out away from the win,
right.
and then you play 7 more innings at least. You may not be done playing for a while yet.
And it's 20-1 in New York.
Yeah.
And by the time the game is over and they get back to Manhattan, it's at least an hour later. Well, probably 2 more.
Two-one. Driven to left center. Jackson on the move, and Jackson, warning track, grabs it side retired. A's get another run on a couple of hits and a walk. So we're to the 9th. It's 12-0. The A's lead.
Okay.
12-0. The A's lead, trying to wrap up game 1 of this 3-game series. Day games tomorrow and Sunday. 3 outs to go as R.J. Alvarez takes over here in the 9th, facing Weeks, leadoff hitter, who has not had a good night. Ricky Weeks has struck out 3 times, all 3 swinging. No one's time for change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So 3rd appearance for R.J. Alvarez, and this the 5th game of the year for the A's. Hard throwing young right-hander. And it's 0-2. The 3 hits in this game for the Mariners was an Austin Jackson single in the 4th inning, an Austin Jackson single in the 7th, and a Kyle Seager single in the 8th, and that is it. Pitch just a touch low.
That looked like a heavy ball, a little difficult time for Stephen Vogt to make the play.
Not close. The Royals still leading the Angels 3-2 in the 8th inning. David Ortiz just hit a solo home run in the top of the 16th inning at Yankee Stadium. Give the Red Sox a 4-3 lead.
except for the Red Sox fans.
Weeks shoots one to right field, but Fold is there. And that is the first out here in the 9th inning.
Here's tonight's Honda Player of the Game, Drew Pomeranz, who, as we mentioned, made his first start for the Athletics against the Mariners last May. Went 5 innings, gave up just a couple of hits tonight. He did the same thing in 7 innings, just 2 hits. Elevated fastball, did a great job. Honda Player of the Game for Drew Pomeranz, and do not do anything except pitch out of the stretch. Just stay right
there. Here's Austin Jackson, who is 2 for 3. Mentioned those 2 singles, and he has also struck out 1 time. Sonny Gray and J.A. Happ tomorrow. 1:05 first pitch. 12:30 is when our coverage starts with A's pregame live. So Gray and Happ. For Happ, it'll be his first start of the year. Sonny Gray, of course, his second start. Missed again. 3-0. J.A. Happ coming over trade with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Saunders still hurt?
Saunders is still out. Yeah, Michael Saunders. He's the guy traded for the Mariners to the Blue Jays. It's J.A. Happ trying to stay warm. Down the right field line, should reach the seats, and it will. So Happ was an 11-game winner last year with the Blue Jays. And Sonny Gray, we saw him opening night.
A lot of zeros for him.
Yeah.
Got some run support. 2-run home runs first inning by Ben Zobrist. And the rest was history. He kept adding on.
That pitch is low, and it's a 1-out walk to Austin Jackson.
And Cap, I was thinking not only the 9 runs for Taijuan Walker, not a good personal ERA night, but you also think about the team. You mentioned the Mariners had the best team ERA last year in the American League. You put up a 12 spot. That adds to it as well. Of course, with their great pitching staff, that could be reduced very quickly. But
I don't think that happened to him a whole lot last year.
No, absolutely not. It's going to look ugly early, but over the course of a season, 12 runs late in the season with a very good ERA, it wouldn't be that noticeable. It's like a losing streak or an 0 for late.
This is Miller. His first at bat came into play short a couple of innings ago. Now it's 1-1 to Miller. Sunday here at the Coliseum to be Jesse Hahn and Felix Hernandez. And the A's will head out on that 3-city road trip. Houston, Kansas City, and Anaheim.
Warm, cooler, cold.
And nice, yeah. And good. And Houston's much better this year. And then you got a couple teams that made the postseason last year. And Royals and the Angels. Toward the far end of the A's dugout. This is the dugout goes up into the stands, rattles around for a little bit. So the count remains 1-2. Nelson Cruz waits in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss. Took a little bit off. 87 miles an hour. And good movement away from Miller.
It's a good changeup he featured the other night in an appearance, and he said it likes it so much last year he decided to keep it, and why not? You throw mid to upper 90s, you drop a changeup like that. That's a good pitch to keep in the back pocket.
Nelson Cruz.
First pitch to Cruz. Cruz has popped out twice to the first baseman and hit a fly ball to left field. This should do it. Sam Fold toward the line, grabs it, and that's the ball game. And all good tonight here at the O.co Coliseum in front of 30,114. The Oakland A's take